In terms of tire testing, vehicle dynamics, we have challenges in the sense. First is definitely the availability of respective tracks, because in India, if you see before, let's say 10 years, this testing field was not that much evolved. So now in slowly last 10 years, we evolved in a good way. So now we are talking about at least vehicle dynamics, indoor testing, simulation and all, and combining all together to develop a good product. So availability of track is one of the challenges we used to have. But now we have good facilities available across the India, like in Natrax, in Garg, in South India, in northern part of India. So that challenges is slowly being taken care. Still, we don't have in India the wet handling track. So for that, we are still going to Europe, but soon, most probably, we may get that facility also. So yeah. So there are multiple processes, multiple SOPs we are forming internally. Tire development as such, if you see, all industries are having their own way of developing. So they follow their own company culture, their own development processes to develop a tire. At CEAT, we have our own team, internal teams to develop a tire. And then, as I presented today, we are working a lot on EV part. So we are trying to establish correlation between the RR value of a tire to the fuel consumption in terms of IC engine vehicle, but in terms of EV, it is with lower RR, how much my vehicle is covering the distance. So basically, lower the RR, higher the distance the EV should cover. So that way, we are establishing few procedures to calculate the battery range test of the EV. And in terms of severity index, driver severity index, we are trying to understand the pattern, the behavior of the drivers, how they are driving in their normal day-to-day life. So we are trying to develop a connection between their driving pattern to the vehicle wear pattern. Let's say in EV, everyone knows that it has high torque. So if I accelerate, the torque goes to the peak very fast. So if someone is giving very fast acceleration, if someone is giving very slow acceleration, how it affects the tire wear. So that process also we are establishing. Another part is the GG mapping, what we are doing internally to develop our own skills. And we are training all new people, new engineers into the vehicle dynamics with the help of GG mapping. EVs, as such, if you see, since they are the quitter vehicle, you don't have as such powertrain, engine is not there, so the noise is not there. So it's all about the electric motor. So pattern, if you ask me about the tire patterns, so we are aesthetically, we are working on tire patterns so that it should look like a EV, let's say electric plug. So you can see EV tire patterns are like electric plug, so that it gives the customer the feel that, okay, this is made for EV. Another is it should have some kind of higher noise to alert pedestrians when EV is passing, though the tire should create some more noise. So we are working towards that entire pattern so that the surroundings people should aware, okay, EV is passing by. It's yeah, it's a good question. It depends. It depends on what are my requirements. Let's say if my vehicle model is available, requirements from customer is very clear. Let's say customers will have different requirement. Let's say if they want to develop a vehicle, they may say, okay, this vehicle is focused for the normal driving behavior kind of people. So it's kind of family vehicle. So there they need less responsive steering. But sometimes OE says, I am developing a vehicle where basically I am what I can say. This is more for the young generation, so that they need a very faster steering, ride-oriented vehicle. So if such requirements are very clear, then I would say it's around 5 to 6 months of time to develop a tire. Sustainability is the most top topic nowadays everywhere. Tire, if you see, we are doing a lot of testing on track. So it's basically against the sustainability model. So that's the reason we are thinking of going for the simulation-based testing. So that today, whatever, let's say I'm doing 10 physical iteration on track, can I reduce that 10 iteration to the 4 or let's say 2? And I can segregate the iteration based on simulation. Let's say driving simulator is coming in place. So for that, I have to create good tire model, good vehicle model. So that such projects we are working towards sustainability. There are a lot of research going on in terms of raw material, like uses of rice husk in place of certain material, so that we can reuse the material. So that research is also going on. That is also quite interesting field. There are certain areas where they have developed some correlation between actual simulation and the actual testing, but that field is also evolving. Today, if you see at simulation level, it is very difficult to replicate exactly the same vehicle model inside the simulation. So the more accurate my vehicle model and tire model is, the more accurate results I will get. But today we are working towards that goal, that's so that I can have a strong simulation based testing, and then I can segregate some of the models and I will test only those models on the track. So that is from simulation side.